We gotta get some before clips. We're gonna see what this does to my booty. Everyone can pose to make their butt look bigger, so here's my day one, like, very posed shot. Maybe we'll measure too. All right, day one. I also wrote down all the moves. I thought about following along with the video. We'll see how this goes, but some of these are like based on rep, it's not like a timed thing, so I thought I would just write it down and go at my own pace. I'm also not sure what moves I want to use like resistance bands on. We're just gonna wing it. So first thing up, left and right. Oh, left and right, donkey kicks. 15 regular and 15 pulses. Can do. All right, only 15 of these. And then 15 pulses. And then the other side. I will say for one move, I am tired than expected. Now 15 fire hydrants and then 15 fire hydrant pulses. These I could definitely use resistance bands on. I feel like in future days I will. Maybe today I just take it easy. How do you pulse like this? Whew. I'm tired. Next we have rainbow kicks. Just like go in a U. I think I'm short, so I can work out here. Well, I'm sweating. I don't know if it's from the workout or because the heat works in my room more than anywhere else in the house. What I do like about this so far, and always have enjoyed about movements like these, is that you get to lay down. So these next ones are like 30-second intervals, 5 different moves of 30 seconds, and then we'll switch into on the other side. So overall, this workout's very short, but what I will say is that leg moves like these kill, they burn so bad. But you work your way up and get good at them. Was right, but it burns, so. And that's it for day. do like a side by side. So TBD. I don't know. I'm interested to see if there are results of this because I don't think it is like too painstakingly difficult. So if there are really good results, then that would be amazing because this is like very doable. It's not too much work. We're now on the home stretch. I just went for a hike. I feel like my glutes are engaged, which is what we want. So we're gonna follow that up with just a little butt workout. It's the final day. Let's get it over with. Killed me on the first day. They still kill, but ankle weights, like you come a long way in 2 weeks. 7 days of doing this alone. It's crazy with this or with literally anything that you were like working on fitness wise, it's crazy how much better you can get at something in such a short amount of time. Like being able to go from being so sore to like including all of those like extra resistance things and like being fine. Like I could do it again. About to measure myself. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. So like a clean slate day. Hopefully there are results, but even if not, like I wanna keep doing these moves and I wanna put in like more glute bridge moves and just things like that using resistance bands. I definitely have never prioritized like a bunch of glute moves necessarily working out. So if nothing else, at least we have a new focus on that, strengthening the it's a little more. Let's pose and see. All right, so we have our unposed and we have our posed. I feel like there might be a slight difference. I don't think it's major. I'm gonna measure and see. Also, I can't stand when people do these videos and they stand at a different angle for the final result. So it's like, you could film this all on the same day and be pretending, you know what I mean? I feel like I need to put on these like shorts I wore last time I measured because they like don't compress you at all. Let's see what we got. We started at 39. We're finishing at 39 and a half.
not enough to see. She's
Now it was time for the dreaded weigh-in. I was just about as excited to do this weigh-in as Ellen is to let Nikki Tutorials use the bathroom. I ended up weighing in at a whopping 79.8 kilos. Kidding, I wasn't too unhappy about that. Here's some before shots of my body. I definitely wanted to work on the fat that goes around my stomach and on my back. You guys let me know that you'd like to hear my measurements in my next video, so I've put my measurements up on the screen for you guys to look at. Now that we know what we're working with, it's time to start the challenge. It is day one of the 2-week shred. I had to go to the other side of town to finally find a fitness mat. This one is a thick daddy though, worth the drive because it's 12 millimeters. So this is going to be very comfy wumpy. Whoa, this is really good. 10 out of 10 big W. Day one started with the 2-week shred workout. Now this workout is basically 12 minutes of high intensity cardio hell. I'm pretty sure that Chloe Ting was sent this workout by Satan himself to torture unfit people for being lazy. My entire body burned like it had never burned before. After this video, I actually felt like I needed to vomit, which just made me feel even more like I was a contestant on The Biggest Loser. As you can see, I spent most of the time during this workout laying on the floor and wondering, how on earth am I going to do this for 2 more weeks? And just when I thought it got bad enough, it got even worse. I had to do the second workout. As you can see, for the next workout, I smartly chose to change camera angles, which was a mistake because it's basically just a video of my ass. At this point, I was tossing up the decision of possibly trying my luck at being a plus-size model, but I had a feeling that probably wouldn't work out, so I decided to push through, and we finished the workout for day one.
We did it, guys. Woohoo!
I believe I can.
I asked Murray to record me and then spent 10 minutes bossing him around on how to get my good angles. Did I mention that tormenting my boyfriend into being a part of my YouTube channel is one of my favourite pastimes? Now it was time to actually work out. Now this time I actually had an audience for my workouts, so I tried to take as little breaks as possible and really put my all into it. During this, Murray decided to show me his true identity as a personal trainer.
You want to lift your knees higher than that. You don't put your hands down, you put your knees to your hands. Like you're dancing.
On day 4, day 4, I got my workout done first thing in the morning, which basically made me feel like Mark Wahlberg doing his 4 a.m. workouts. I felt like a tank. I even decided to show off my Mark Wahlberg abs for your guys' enjoyment. Here's Murray having the audacity to comment on my form again. And I was so happy after this workout was done because I knew that day 5 was a rest day. Woohoo! Day 4 done! It is day 6. We've got 3 workouts to get through. I quite enjoyed my break from it yesterday, but I was excited to challenge myself today. This will be the death of me. I just got to take a second to compliment myself in this video. Look at my form. The volume inside of this bus is astronomical. I'm actually convinced if you show this video to Arnold Schwarzenegger, he'd just say, "I'll be back," to subscribe to my YouTube channel because he was so impressed. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to click that button down below. On day 7, somehow I managed to record my entire 40-minute workout into a 3-hour-long slow-mo clip. And here's my sweaty ass afterwards thinking I did. After that, I took the energy I gained from those sweet potato egg cups and put it right into my workout. I would maybe recommend waiting a little bit longer before you eat and then work out. After this, I literally felt deceased. This is how much I sweat. And the YouTuber of the Year award goes to... definitely not to me because I only filmed half my body for this entire workout.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so.
It was finally the last workout of the week. I decided to do it with no shoes on just to assert dominance. But no cap, I was so proud that I had gotten to this point and gotten this far. I felt so much stronger. Look at me, I'm glowing. Oh wait, my bad, that's just sweat. But still, I honestly think this was the fittest I had been in my entire life. At this moment, I thought back to my little fat childhood self. Not being able to keep up with all the skinny girls in tag and always being the first to get in. And I felt like giving her a big hug and telling her, you can do this, you can get through this.
4, 3, 2.
Final weigh in, and I weighed in at 78.9 kilos. Honestly, I was expecting to lose more weight than this, but it just goes to show that the scale isn't really what matters. Fortunately, I did see a change in my measurements, especially around my stomach, and just in the overall look of my body and physique, I definitely could see a massive difference. When you look at my side-by-side comparisons, I look so much better in the second picture, so much slimmer and so much more toned. When I pressed down on my stomach, it had never felt so hard in my life. I was thinking that what I lost in weight, I gained in muscle. I was so excited to keep on going with my weight loss journey.
At 61.6 kilograms. I had just come back from university where I measured in at 790 millimeters and then my hips were at 950 millimeters. I'd never measured myself before, like I don't look at these sorts of metrics. I really wanted to bring my mum. She died. I mean, so did I, but she is coming from someone who doesn't exercise at all. She couldn't get through most of the moves. Her form was so off as well. But just from my perspective of watching her go through these videos, she grew so much.
Help.
pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not
First couple of days, it was really hard to stay motivated because I wasn't exactly seeing many physical impacts or changes straight away. So at this point, I was quite hesitant on continuing because I didn't think that I was improving.
wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
My personal situation, I tore my ACL as well as some other ligaments in my knee, so I had coming out of a pretty bad knee injury. So I didn't want to do anything that was too high impact or too heavy on my knee. All of Chloe Ting's videos offer these sorts of alternative moves that are adjusted for low impact. And so that was something that I was actually really surprised about, but also very appreciative of, because it meant that I was still able to get my heart rate moving and feel the moves in the certain places without having to compromise the recovery of my knee.
I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. Be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
What is happening?
I'll see the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights.
Today is day 28 of Chloe Ting's challenge. It is also the last day and I am so excited. I've seen a little bit of changes in my body. I wouldn't say like too drastic, but definitely I can say for a fact that this challenge works. Chloe, you are amazing. I have no idea how you managed to keep up doing all of these workouts, but thank you so much for keeping me company during quarantine. I am gonna go kill it now.
Everything that brought me alive.
Overall, I realized that if I actually quite a bit more, but I think what kind of changed as well is that I started going to the gym, and so I had lost a lot of the fat that was on my body, but at the same time I was building more muscle mass. So my waist metrics, they went from 790 millimeters to 760, and then my hips went from 950 all the way to 900. So I'm really happy just by the fact that I have progressed in some sort of quantitative way. Whoa. This used to only just fit me and now it's like, yay. But overall, these changes are reflective not just through the quantitative numbers, but more so through mental benefits that I